sun is shining here at Chessington World of Adventures, where we are back for 2023, and behind me is their new roller coaster, Mandrill Mayhem, and their new area, the World of Jumangi, which is opening next month, and it looks amazing. Like, yeah, you see it as soon as you make your way around to the entrance of the park, and yeah, you can obviously see it when you're in the park with Dragon's Fury or not. And yeah, like it does look really good. I like the look of this inversion a lot. Like, I think it's gonna take that really well. And yeah, I like how they've put that inversion there. Which is it in the shot? I can't really tell. No, it's not. Yeah, the inversion is just over the entrance to the area, so they've gone full on gatekeeper at Cedar Point style there, which I really like. And this ride has been tested, so you never know. You never know. Oh, he's opened the area for us. He's opening it for us. That's what it looks like. It's just for himself. It's a bit selfish, that. Come on. Yeah, it would be really cool to see it testing, but it's what it is. If not, don't know the name of that ride. Forgot. There's another ride as well, the Ostrich Stampede. But yeah, new B&M Wing Coaster is the highlight of this, and yeah, it's a boomerang coaster, so yeah, a bit worried about the capacity, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving this a try. Like I say, looking forward to this inversion. Will be weird doing an inversion at Chessington again, but yeah, there we have it. But yeah, this area has shot up over the last year or so, and yeah, they've got it done really quickly, and work is still happening. And yeah, should be able to see the train from here. Here we go. Just mind I don't step into some really wet mud, because that wouldn't be good. But yeah, there we go. There's the station. That's the train. There's the Mandrill. The Mandrill. I almost just went where you weren't meant to go unintentionally from this area. Yeah, they should extend the fence there because of people like me. But yeah, it's quite busy here today. We've only been on park for probably less than half an hour. 46 minutes actually. It's 46 minutes past 10. The Dragon's Fury opened just a bit after 10, and the queue line was like longer than what it normally is, like by the time it's open. And then the announcement went off saying that it was a 2-hour queue for those who had just joined it. So yeah, they're going to be there a while. Didn't look like there were many trains on, like not as many as usual. Dragon's Fury has a new shipping container transfer track maintenance area, a bit like Infusion, so that looks cool, looks nice. It's about time they put a cover over that, to be honest. And yeah, it looks like there's been new like catwalk and evac platforms on the brake run as well, which is only a good thing for safety and stuff, so that was cool to see. Just had a bit of paint work done as well as Dragon's Fury. The supports have been painted like a dark red. So yeah, Dragon's Fury's had a bit of a glow up over a close season, and it looks very nice, especially in this sunshine. Here's another look at that repaint. We saw on the app before we even entered the park that the Arrow suspended swinging coaster Vampire will be closed all day today. So that's not set us off for a good start. Enjoyed our ride on Dragon's Fury, and that doesn't look like that's open as well. But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame for Vampire, but we'll have a walk around there in a bit and have a closer look and have a chat about it. We was going to come around there for a ramble about Vampire anyway, but we was greeted by this. What the hell? Like, that's not even a roll back because the train's not that long, but just... yeah, it's definitely not opening today. That is a very strange sight. But yeah, I don't know what the reliability's been like for Vampire this season. I haven't really been checking like the apps and stuff for Chessington and the queue times and the reliability. But yeah, this is weird. I didn't expect this. But yeah, it's not good because it's obviously the most popular ride here. That's going to contribute to Dragon's Fury's 2-hour queue as well. And yeah, I don't know, like I worry about the future of this ride sometimes. It's over 30 now, it was manufactured by a company that aren't around anymore. Rides like this are constantly being closed, and like, yeah, it's not even got the original trains. Like, if it wasn't for Vekoma making these trains, would we still have Vampire? But yeah, grateful to have it either way. But yeah, it'd be a shame. Like, they're probably doing what they can to keep it going. They obviously give the station a good spruce up for its 30th anniversary a few years ago. So yeah, that made me a bit confident. You know what? It's good to see that they're on the job. Like, they're fixing it. It seems a very cool job to have. But yeah, how are they going to get it to there? I don't understand. It's weird. And yeah, obviously you can see it's pretty cool how it's the swinging train, and obviously the track's banked, but the train's like obviously flat. Well, not flat, but you know. But yeah, it's a weird sight, but they're on it. They're on it. People are working on it all over the place, and like, hopefully it comes back soon, does Vampire. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure on the exact name of it here, but Timber Tugboat is also going to be closed all day by the looks of things. That is another very odd sight for a ride. Like, why is it stuck at the top like that way? I don't know. But yeah, that's also being worked on, so I don't know, like, are they behind with the maintenance or something? I don't know, but either way, if they are, they're on it right now. I have a bad feeling about this drop. Oh, a little bit came in, my bag's a bit wet. Yeah. There we go. Just a little sprinkle. Oh my god! That bit there that's sticking out. Just a little sprinkle. Oh dear me. Warming us up for Valhalla. Enjoyed a go on Croc Drop. It was nice to look over to where I was on Sunday. And with this beautiful weather, just everything looked nice. The views from up there. And yeah, the arch that I was under was shiny because of sun, but yeah. Into the land of the Tiger. Probably my favourite area at Chessington. Home to Tiger Rock. None of the keyboards seem to be working out in the park today. But yeah, it's lovely here. Great soundtrack as well. And I bet them purple lights aren't working. Let's go in and find out. Not many rides are working at Chessington today. Oh my god! I was just about to say not many rides are working at Chessington today. But the purple lights are in the Tiger Rock station. Wow, oh, they've timed it well to let us up here, one at first in. Straight on it, isn't it? Yeah. It looks like they've extended this bit as well. You go all the way there now. I swear you used to get on here, right at the bottom at steps, but hey ho!
Dan and Ellie,
we're about to go on a ride that's working. And it's not usually the case with Tiger Rock. But yeah, more on that later. But yeah, Tiger Rock, buzzing. Favourite station, probably my favourite ride at Chessington. Love it. Time to be negative after a ride on Tiger Rock, which is pretty rare, but what on earth is happening to this park? I enjoyed Tiger Rock as always. Like, I like that ride, I like the station. The lights in there are pretty cool. Looks like they're new because like they seem to change colour a bit. They used to be a fixed purple colour at one point. But yeah, this has been an issue before. The boats on Tiger Rock do not get looked after very well, in my opinion. They're always letting water in the boat, and every drop, even like the tiny drop from the top of the lift hill, they let a bunch of water in, and like every drop, both drop, just a massive wave of water comes from underneath the boat that shouldn't be letting, because it never used to be like that. But yeah, a massive flood of water just comes through the boat. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, and it hits you right on the foot if you are at the front of the boat pretty much, which isn't ideal and isn't comfortable, because if there's something you don't want to get wet, it's your feet. Let's be honest, like, it's uncomfortable walking around now. My shoes, my socks, my feet are soaked, and that's not what I would like. I've mentioned it before. I've mentioned it in 2021 vlogs and maybe 2022 vlogs from this park. So yeah, it's not a new issue. This has happened before, and I remember last time when I mentioned it in 2021, people were standing up on the boats, and there were times where, like, literally every 5 minutes, the staff would, like, announce on the microphone asking people to stop standing up and sit down. But then once we got on the ride, we realised why people were standing up, because you don't want to be hit with a massive wave of water from underneath the boat right like that. A water ride, yeah, cool. I compliment Tiger Rock all the time, and I love this part of Tiger Rock for the fact that you don't get soaking wet on it. You just get a nice bit of splash from it, nice splash, and that's nice. But yeah, that's from over you, that's from the splash of the drops, that's the whole point of the ride, not from underneath the boat every drop, and like, it was just uncomfortable. The extra seating area is closed as well, where, well, I say closed, you could just go past that, to be honest. It's not, I don't know, but yeah, there's a load of tables around there, and it's a nice place to sit and watch Tiger Rock go round, and that's closed. Why? I don't know. Anyway, that's all there is to say about Tiger Rock. But yeah, that's just Tiger Rock that there is to speak negatively about today. It's been a bit of a disaster at Chessington today. Ride availability, capacity, crowds has not been great, and like I said, that problem with a Tiger Rock thing has just put the nail on coffin, because yeah, that's the ride that I look forward to. That's the ride that I was quite happy to be on. And yeah, I thought things were looking up when I saw them lights on, but obviously we have Vampire closed all day. We have Rattlesnake that was advertised to be closed all day when we walked past it earlier, but that's open now. I don't have a clue. It's either closed all day or it's not. And then we have Cobra, which is closed all day here as well. Scorpion Express, I don't think that's reopened since the fire they had on it, was it? Last year at some point, I can't remember now. And then obviously the Timber Tug ride. Like, can you even count the amount of rides that are closed here today on one hand? Because I don't think you could if you counted them all in detail and, you know, checked every single one. Is that closed? Yeah, it is. There we go. That's 1, 2, 3. We're just trying to make the best of it. The weather is probably the best thing about today. And seeing Mandrill Mayhem as well for the first time. Like, I don't know, I see the positives in everything. I still love this park, and I'm loving being here. Like I said, the weather just makes everything better regardless. And yeah, I didn't mention, did I? Dragon's Fury went down earlier. We tried to go on it, went down. So this is the only major roller coaster that's open today, and like that went down, so that meant no major ride was open at the time. So yeah, I really do feel for the people that paid to come in here, to be honest. I feel for anyone who's a coaster cred counter and they've come here for the first time. That, you know, might not be many of them here for the first time. You know, that's unlikely. But yeah, imagine this was your first visit to Chessington today. Certainly wouldn't have been a great first impression. Should we go and watch the show? Superheroes. We managed to ride on Croc Drop, and up there we spotted that Cobra was testing. So who knows? That might be another ride that is closed all day, but will still be open at some point today. Fingers crossed, fair play, they're still moving. Like, they're trying to get things working, and that's all you can do at the end of the day. We've done a couple rides, feels like an achievement today, that does. Did Croc Drop. I enjoyed it, like, really like Croc Drop. Yeah, it's only supposed to be like a kids drop tower ride, but oh, I love it. Still provides some good airtime. Then I had another go on Dragon's Fury, enjoyed that as well. I was joined by our mum on there as well. We'll have to try and get her in vlogging a bit, but she came on for once, and yeah, she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it, she did. But yeah, here's a look at the World of Jumangi. Wonder if it's been testing today, I'm not sure obviously, but yeah, looking forward to it. It'll be very busy at the start of the day, and it will literally keep that all day, but at least like the crowds will split from the entrance. Normally everyone goes to Dragon's Fury first. You get the odd people going to Vampire, but they tend to start off with the ride right in front of the entrance there. But yeah, obviously Dragon's Fury must be dead on opening day of this area, but yeah, in the future now the crowds will split. Some will go to Dragon's Fury, some will come down here and enter the World of Jumangi, so looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to that inversion more than anything in the area, to be honest. And I forgot to mention earlier, like, you go through this ride backwards as well. Like, we will be doing this inversion backwards. Like, yeah, start say forwards, I'm pretty sure, and then yeah, there we go, that's where it will start to roll back. Bit of an LSM launch to guide it there as well, through like the backwards. It sounds so unknowledgeable. Second ride of the day on. Hurts to say it, but today it has been the best water ride at Chessington. This ride's up and running now. It's good to see. Don't think it's open to the public, just testing. Better than the state it was in before. We're in room on the Broom because it's open and walk on. So why not? They could easily make this building into a scare maze at Halloween. It smells like coffee in here. We all enjoyed that walk through room on the Broom. We came straight out of there and then we went on to Croc Drop to end the day. So we ended up having like 3 rides on that. But we liked that ride, and it was a ride that stayed open throughout the day, and like, yeah, why wouldn't we? That probably was the worst theme park visit I've had in a long time, in terms of just how it went, ride availability. Really feels like the maintenance just hasn't been as good as it can be or has been before at Chessington this close season. Just rides going down, rides that were listed as closed all day to begin with, so that was straight away that was a downer on the day. Finding out that Vampire wasn't going to be open, and then obviously we saw the train there, which was strange, but that was cool. So we'll see that as a positive, seeing that, because you don't get to see that often, do you? But yeah, 2 of the rides that were listed, no, only one of the rides that was listed as closed all day, which I didn't know about until we actually walked past it throughout the day. Rattlesnake, that ended up opening, and it ended up having a queue near to 3 hours. Then it went down again, and then I think it got fixed and started operating again. So who knows how it went, but yeah, today would have been a horrible day to have your first visit to Chessington World of Adventures, and I feel for anyone who that is the case for, especially if they are enthusiasts and if they wanted to count credits, because they wouldn't have got on Scorpion Express. Obviously, like I say, I don't think that's reopened since the little fire it had, which that's valid, that can't be helped. Rattlesnake, like, they would have had to have queued nearly 3 hours for it if they did go on it. Vampire, they didn't get on. Dragon's Fury, even that went down at one point throughout the day, and I was like, oh my god, like, this is the only major roller coaster open, it's packed, it's on reduced capacity it looks like, and it's closed. So yeah, that was not good. The nail in the coffin for me, as I mentioned at the time, was Tiger Rock. That is a ride that I always look forward to going on at Chessington. It's my favourite there. I love the station, the soundtrack, the entire area and the ride itself. However, it's been a problem for a few years now, but it's not a constant problem. You've just got to be unlucky with the boats, but we did Tiger Rock a few times, well, I'll say a few times, only twice, and both times this issue was a problem. Like, honestly, there's no need for the water that comes like in the boat from underneath. Like, that is not comfortable at all, and unless you're at the very back of the boat, you're going to be affected by it. You're going to have soaked feet all day. Like, it just wasn't ideal, it wasn't comfortable. The last thing you want when you go on a ride like that is to just randomly have your feet soaked and nothing else. So yeah, it annoyed me a bit today, especially with how the day was going already. And yeah, I've ranted about it before. It needs sorting, like, surely it's not meant to do that. And yeah, they wonder why people are standing up trying to avoid like the water. That's dangerous, so they need to sort out the issue. So yeah, fingers crossed. The timber tugboat ride started testing, Cobra started testing, so hopefully they might open tomorrow, you never know. But yeah, it feels like they're behind on the maintenance that should have been done over close season, but at the same time, like, I don't know, they seemed like they were going all out with it. There were like 10 engineers around that vampire train at one point. There was about 4 people on the timber tug ride. I didn't walk right near Cobra and have like a close enough look to see the maintenance there. My phone is going off. Let's pause that a sec. But yeah, they're obviously trying to get stuff done as quickly as possible. Hopefully they're not rushing it to the point where this downtime will continue all year. But yeah, it's not ideal. People who pay just for a day ticket to Chessington pay good money for it, and they must have felt let down today. But it's important to remember these days happen at all parks. All parks going to have those days where everything is just a nightmare and closes, and hopefully it doesn't continue. My Chessington app wasn't working today, so I couldn't even check the queues. Like, it was working for everyone else, so it must just be a problem with my phone. I uninstalled it and reinstalled it and it's still not working, or else I would say tomorrow I'm going to check the queue times out of interest to see if anything's improved, but we'll see what happens with that one. But yeah, we will be returning to Chessington still plenty times this year. It's not going to stop us from visiting, but we had to be honest today and not sugarcoat it and say we're having a great day when we weren't. We still enjoyed it for what it was, and we enjoyed the rides we did, but yeah, it wasn't ideal with all them closures and like I said, a Tiger Rock thing, like, it's not good. So yeah, stuff that was said had to be said, but yeah, either way, had a great weekend overall. We went to Fort Park yesterday, so do check out that vlog that will be out before this one. And yeah, it's always nice to be back at those parks in the south of England. So yeah, until my next visit there, thank you very much for watching. Check out the screen to see more, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be.